What's up, everybody? Pizza Beer Revolution, Mike Pilano, Joe Maffei, Derek D, and on the B-side, all the way from that cold-ass place up by the Great Lakes, my main man from 7 Days of Geek, it's the Angry Ginger, Mr. Jason Parsons. Yay! And I didn't even have
salutation.
Yo, listen, buddy, thank you so much for coming on. We love when you're an official two-timer.
I love it.
A PBR two-timer.
I've been bragging about that today. I feel like it's like the SNL thing, where like Timberlake and Alec Baldwin and all those guys, they get the ranks.
They're five-timers.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got to start somewhere, damn it.
Absolutely, man. Gentlemen, who else have been two-timers on the PBR? Anyone?
I have. I've been on PBR more than once.
You have?
I'm a two-timer.
Yeah.
I'm a two-timer before I was a hoster.
Sure. Sam Quintas, right?
Ming, yes, definitely.
Who was we just had a recent two-timer. Oh, Jay the weather, my weather concierge.
And also the filmmaker.
Oh, Mike Boylan's also a two-timer. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, so Ginger, which we're going to refer to you on this podcast, this is an affectionate term, right?
Sure.
Right?
Sure, yeah.
Wait, but it is now, yes.
We just did the A side of this while we were waiting for the pizza to come and waiting for you to call in, and unfortunately, we had to have Dennis, the intern, on the show. Listen, if you want, we'll let him sit back down, but the only way to get him back down is for you to call him.
Is for me to call Dennis?
That's right.
Dennis!
I don't know if that was good.
That wasn't good?
I don't know. Derek?
Yeah.
It's hard. He's not in the room,
Yeah?
I mean, Dennis is over there, but, Ginger's not in the room with us.
Should we give him another shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, do me a
You
favor.
think that's going to be enough to get Dennis, though? Dennis usually needs some incentive.
The kid's up.
A little bit of an incentive. Maybe you should give him some of his snaps and ale.
Snaps in the hail?
Yes.
I don't even know what that means.
Ginger snaps and ginger ale.
Oh. All right, one more time.
Dennis!
Oh, that was good. Dennis!
Yo!
Ginger wants you on the podcast. I don't know
Of
why.
course he does. He's a man of taste and intelligence.
And here we
Wash
go.
that tea bag.
If you're listening to this PBR posse, we want you to throw an egg at somebody, right? And this week's egg is going to
Some underscore Insta. I don't know.
at Insta_grants2 hashtag egg.
Oh, you guys doing the egg? Is that a full-time thing now?
I think we're going to throw eggs at people all the time.
Dude, I don't even know how it started. Pilano was just like, we're going to throw eggs at Derek D. And then all of a sudden,
His Twitter got bombarded with
Blowed
eggs.
up.
So,
It's like mischief night all the time.
yeah.
It's a good thing you like
it
eggs.
started by you talking about how you make a great breakfast, an egg sandwich or an egg, something egg.
Chopped eggs in a dish.
soft-boiled, chopped egg chopped up in a dish.
Right.
Soft-boiled egg.
That's how the whole thing started,
Yeah.
Yep.
right?
But still, I don't get why you throw eggs at me because I like that.
I don't know. Well, I'm not throwing at you anymore.
Who is this person again? I don't know the Instagram name.
At Insta_grants2.
Okay, got it.
So there's an Instagrams one.
I'm sure his name is
That
Grant.
sucks.
Yo, Ginger, can you explain his Twitter handle to us?
He was originally Instagrams one, but then he left Twitter for a while and came back and just put the 2 after it.
Somebody parked on it.
I don't know if he just didn't know the password anymore or what it was. He just created another account.
What
This was a good year or two before, I think, between accounts.
There are no pictures of him online at all. To find
there is.
to find Instagrams, I typed it in there. I couldn't find anything. And then how do I know what Instagrams looks like? That was my hard thing.
for you.
Oh, thank you.
I already put his number on there, so I'm also put a picture up there.
You put his phone number online?
Yeah, he was with me at work one day. He kept going to my computer when I wasn't standing there. He'd get in my Twitter account and tweet stupid shit. So I just put his phone number on and told people to with him.
So what is his phone number?
Yeah, I did that once. I learned my lesson.
All right, man. So thank you so much for coming on the show. Usually we do why we think you think you're most like a blank, and we did that with you already. So we're not going to play that game again. And before we get too much into this, why don't you tell everybody where they can find? I know at the end of your show you like to do this at the end, but people might want to stalk you now while we're talking and see who you are. What's your Twitter handle?
Twitter handle is at S7EVN Days of Geek. It's 7 days with a number 7 after the S.
All right, so there you guys can find them. So, Ginge, you're we've talked before, but let's talk a little bit about the cross-pollination is the revolution, man. That's a term that you've kind of coined and we've kind of latched onto, and you're kind of the master of that. So where did that all begin for you, man? Where did you come up with that term, or did you even coin it?
You know what? I want to say that I did not coin it, and I can't tell you where it came from, but it's been so long now, it does feel like something that it comes from me. I mean, I guess with meaning, but to be truthful, no, I don't think that it came from me.
All right, so guys, this interview's over. Let's try to find the person that did coin IFA. Wait, Joe Maffei, what are you writing?
I'm drawing a picture of a car.
Why?
I don't know. I thought of Derek and the whole sequence. I was going to make a car run into Derek while I was waiting.
That makes no sense.
Not at all.
He's sitting right next to me.
I know.
I was thinking about Derek.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So how do you like practice that? Like, do you want to explain to people, I guess, real quick, for who they might not know, like what cross pollination is?
No, it's on the Podcasting 101 podcast that I do. That's one of the things that I talk about a lot for podcasters is like, I mean, you can make promos, you can do a few things, get on social media, broadcast yourself. But I think the best method of actually putting your show out there and having people learn about it is to actually like cross-pollinate with other podcasters. Go on their show, you have them on yours. Just it's guests. Like you guys do a great job of it with your B-side. You guys always have a different guest, which brings in, new listeners. And of course, you're not going to keep all of them, but every couple of listeners will stick around, and that's really a great way to grow your show.
Don't you find it like interesting, man? Like I think you and I might have talked about this off the air, but Howard Stern like blew up and did like a full rant on he MF'd podcasting.
Yes.
Right? And one of the things that,
on his show. I heard it. Yeah.
It was after our, was it Ari Shafir?
Yeah. But the interesting thing about that, man, is after in the process of that blow up, he said in that rant towards the end, he's like, and all these podcasters, they jump on each other's shows. Now, like, how did that strike you? Because the way I took it is like he has a guest on all the time, just because they're all in entertainment. Why is that any different?
To me, it was almost like he'd hit the old man stage, like get off my lawn. Like he doesn't agree with the new method out there because he's like, if you want to do it real, you want to do it right, you got to start at like some crappy radio station in Detroit. And I'm like, that worked when you were
30 years ago.
Right. Yeah. This new method, I think we're doing it right.
I think so too. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Howard Stern, but it irks me too because he says the same thing about like TV on the internet. Right. Like my show and stuff. He's like, no one's making a living doing that. No, how you gonna?
Wrong.
No one's gonna be
absolutely.
Like I would love to go on his show and be like, let me explain to you what I've done for the past 7 years. You'll probably be like mind blown. You know, like that's the only thing. Yeah, he's very old school, just like Ginger said. Very too old school thinking, like that old man get off my lawn type thing.
Maybe he hasn't heard our new term, cross-mogenation.
Cross-mogenation. That's my term.
That might just turn him around.
Why don't you explain that to Ginger?
Well, it's just like cross-pollination, but it's just cooler. It's like my mojo meeting your mojo, and we cross-mogenate, and boom, mojos.
I love it.
Oh man, do you think like the network guys, they don't maybe in their world the cross pollination or cross mogenation, they don't dig it because you're clearly competing with one. Like CBS is competing with ABC, competing with NBC, and that's not the case on the internet or podcasting. You guys agree or disagree?
Because on the radio, I have to tune in when you're on, or I don't get to hear it at all for the most part.
That's not freedom.
That's not. But here, when you're doing a podcast, there's more room for everybody because I can listen to PBR or The Angry Ginger and anyone when I want to on my own terms.
One sounds like America, the other one doesn't.
Yeah, I wonder which one.
And I agree with that, but in Howard's defense, he does 3 new shows a week, so they just replay like crazy. So during the week, you can, listen to them, but not on demand. Well, I guess if you went online, you could.
Well, but now that's Howard. Now Howard coming up.
Oh, true, exactly.
Yes. Howard now he's the 800-pound gorilla. He can do whatever he wants.
True,
and that's I think why he can say what he wants too. Like he left radio. It's dying. Everyone knows that it is to a certain extent. And satellite radio, I think, without him, would probably already be dead. I think podcasting is still quite a bit in its infancy, but people are starting to catch on. And the great thing about it, like you guys said, is it's on demand. You can go back and listen to anything. Like you hear the show, you like it. Like all of a sudden, people are picking up your PBR show. They can go back and start from the beginning and really see where you guys came from and everything. And I think that's one of the great things about podcasting. And I think Howard Stern needs to open his eyes a little bit. Yeah. That's right. Angry Ginger said it.
Howard Stern's going to die with this generation, though. He's not going on to the next generation. Nobody's listening to him besides you guys.
Well, you can listen to him because here's Joe. What you said is very interesting. You can't stumble upon him like we did or our parents did.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely 100% right, and that's why I don't understand why he hasn't just jumped over. And you don't even have to do anything but release what you're doing on a pod.
It's really just word of mouth now for him. Although he did take serious, I think something from like 400,000 subscribers to 27 million. But You're right. His contract is ending soon, and what a great idea to just do a show on your own time, because he's always complaining about having to go to work and stuff. Do a show on your own time, upload it. People will download that. Like, I think that's a great, like, podcasting is the way to go for him if he doesn't want to do live shows.
Is that working out for Anthony from Opie and Anthony? I know that when he got let go, he went to do his own from the compound, right?
Interesting.
Yep.
And he has a subscriber service.
Yep.
And is he with Opie and Anthony?
No, they apparently they are not on speaking terms.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they had a falling out.
Ginge, you know anything about that?
I haven't heard that they're not in speaking terms. What I heard was that they're still getting along, but the fact that he said something, I think he tweeted something out, is what it was, and the radio station didn't agree with it, and they basically fired him. And it was either you both can go, or was it Anthony? You can stay on the air, because he's got a comedian as a co-host now, right? And then
It's Jim Norton.
The Opie and Jim, they have the show now.
Yep. And Opie, he already had a studio, I think, in his house.
Yeah,
So
he was doing. Was it from the compound? I think it was called, on his house on Long Island.
Doesn't sound friendly.
yeah, very Branch Davidian type thing going on there.
Definitely.
So I don't know. That's a good question, Dennis. I'd like to see like how that's actually how he's making out doing the pod versus, but like you have people like what's his name? Well, you have Joe Rogan and you have Corolla who are clear crossovers, right?
Yeah.
Why are they in the game? Mm-hmm. It's got to be lucrative
Because they get it.
Yeah, I mean, Corolla's been in it a long time.
Well, they were also lucky; they brought audiences to their podcasts.
Right.
Right. Well, Corolla comes from the radio. Though.
Yeah.
That's where I'm drawing that comparisons. Right? Didn't he start in radio?
Wasn't it him and Dr. Drew?
Yeah, no, he started with Kevin and Bean. He was just
Look at Dennis knowing information.
Yeah,
Jesus
he did a
Christ.
voice. He was Mr. Burcham on Kevin and Bean, and then he spun that into Loveline,
Loveline.
and then that's where he also met Jimmy, not on Loveline, but on Kevin and Bean.
You figure with all that knowledge, he could have gotten on a better show.
Jimmy who? Jimmy McGill?
Jimmy Kimmel,
Not Jimmy McGill?
not Jimmy McGill.
Ginger, you just got real excited, didn't you?
I did.
Why don't you tell us who Jimmy McGill is?
Jimmy McGill is the drink that I don't know. I can't say we coined the name, I think, but it's a drink on Better Call Saul. He's always drinking his cucumber water and mixing a little vodka in there. So as we were doing our companion podcast, we started making that part of the show. So we drink a Jimmy McGill every week while we were doing the show.
It's so funny.
I love that. That's a great idea.
right?
Yeah.
Really cool.
And it's so crazy that you're such a Breaking Bad and a Better Call Saul fan, because we actually have a special guest for you here on PBR. We get them to come in all the time. And just for you, all the way from New Mexico, everybody, Mr. Jimmy Pinkman. Woohoo! Jesse Pinkman, 60%.
Yes.
Jimmy Pinkman.
Yeah. Yo, like, Ginger, like, yo, me and Mr. White were talking and, like, we like your podcast, bitch.
He's so cantankerous.
Dude, I love it.
Jen, do you want to talk to him or what, man?
Yeah. You know what? I'm so taken back right now. I don't even know what to say to good old Jimmy Pinkman.
Jesse Pinkman.
Yo, got my name right, bitch. It's Jesse. Hey, yo, Mr. White. Yo, he's not here. So
This is the Ginger. He's Orange, Mr. Orange. You want to do it again?
They're both they're
have some
gobsmacked.
respect. Call him by his real name.
no, bitch.
Just one time. Hey, Mr. Ginger.
Yo.
Hey, Mr. Ginger, bitch.
So,
It's your boy JP.
James, man,
Yeah.
Better Call Saul. I think like talk about cross pollination. They've cross pollinated within their own universe, right?
Oh, yeah. Excellent job. I almost think that for a pilot season, a pilot episode and first season might stand up better than the initial season of Breaking Bad.
I'd agree.
Wow, really?
It's
Yeah.
good, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really good. I like them. They're both great. I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe. I think you got to at the end of Better Call Saul, whenever that is, then you got to kind of look at them both as a whole, and you can't judge one season against. Was it 8?
Yeah,
I agree.
Nobody was watching
Five.
Breaking Bad when
Five
we
seasons.
first
Five
started
seasons.
watching it. Like the first 2 seasons, nobody was watching. Everybody was talking. There was few people that were really into the show. And then when it got near the end, everybody kind of bandwagoned on it. Better Call Saul has been getting high exposure right from the beginning, and
but-
everybody loves it.
Yeah, but that's-
so it's under less scrutiny. I mean, it's under more scrutiny now than it was in the beginning.
That's true. But it's also getting that audience immediately because of Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
definitely.
it's got all that power that was built with Breaking Bad, so that's why they can come out of the gate so fast.
www.that'swhatijustsaid.com.
Awesome.
Thank you for restating the obvious, Dennis.
Dennis, can you go in the other room just for 1 second?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. So what were we talking about?
Better Call Saul.
Dennis never left.
I know. If you really love Better Call Saul, you will really love the companion podcast that Angry Ginger does. Ginger, where can we find it?
Of course, iTunes and Stitcher. It's just look up the Better Call Saul companion podcast.
Yeah, it's really good, man. And episode 8 of that companion podcast was really good.
It was excellent.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Mr. Pulano himself showed up, gave us his wisdom.
Can
Ooh.
I muted his microphone all the way from Michigan. Ginger, I can't hear what you're saying right now because you're on mute.
He stretched the poo out on you.
He pooed my name.
Totally.
What's up?
Polano? Sorry, Mr. Polano.
How many podcasts is this now, Ginger? 9? 10?
That I'm doing?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think it's 9 or 10 that I've done. I think I'm doing.
Oh my
4
God.
right now.
You're in.
Holy crap.
And you're in Michigan, right?
Yeah.
So was it just snowing there?
Well, that's why I do a bunch of podcasts. There's nothing else.
There's nothing else to do.
I know the
besides
Yankee
podcast.
game the other day. It was snowing. Yankee versus Detroit. It's crazy.
Podcast to make
yesterday
babies.
and today it snowed.
Oh my goodness.
Do you know Sydney L'Esperance?
Zing.
The fact checker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, they all do know each other.
It's a family.
Sorry.
Hey, we had an ongoing discussion, man, and I'd like to kind of touch base with you. Like, if you probably know igloos well, where you're from, right? Where do you pee if you're in an igloo?
I don't know, but you know what? We got beach here in Michigan. We've got.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
So
Listen, we've talked about this.
That's just a big ass lake.
Yeah, lake beaches aren't the same.
It's not a beach.
what I'm doing is I'm trying to segue it to your joke you made a few weeks ago on the show that I'm really curious where that came from.
Which joke?
You made a joke about goddamn swimsuits and having nets, and you said the only two people that wear swimsuits with nets are Instagrants and Angry Ginger.
Oh.
Yes, my ears perk up. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? And then, of course, you gave me like a syndrome. I'm thinking, I'm like, my bathing suit does have a net in it.
Oh, that's rough, dude.
That's in Michigan.
Not only did your ears perk up, and I'm sorry, man, but I'm trying to scroll through my Twitters right now because Instagrants sent me a tweet, and I can't find it right now.
Does
but
he
it's
really? Ginger, you really keep the net in your bathing suit?
we have pictures. Oh, here
I'm
we go.
so
Here we go.
sorry.
So this is a picture that I got from Instagram. He sent me two, right? He has a goddamn
Oh
net
my God.
in his bathing suit, man. Come on. That's people who have that don't have a beach.
That's awful.
And he said, damn you, Polano, 100% right. Again, nothing but net.
Oh.
And everybody,
Swish.
that's who we're throwing eggs at Insta_grants2 egg. Hashtag egg.
Does it have the little net pocket too? That's usually at the top.
It's probably where you keep your change.
Yeah.
You keep your change so you can go get some.
And like one key.
Hold on, do you guys buy a bathing suit and cut them out, or do they like make bathing
No,
suits?
man.
board shorts.
Yeah, board
man.
shorts don't have net.
Really?
Free for like, and the crazy thing too on the beach is when you see people with boxers on
With the board
and then
shorts?
board shorts
Oh,
over them. It's like, what are you
awful.
doing?
Yeah. You
Either way, it's hanging.
right. You just let it go, man. And let me ask you this: when you put those netted shorts on, where do they come up to on your leg?
Oh, please say.
I'm saying,
It's like tidy whities, dude.
where's it come up
If
to?
it's mid-thigh,
It's the netting on the inside, but it's still like knee shorts. They go down to the knees.
Oh, the shorts.
how am I not
Yeah, it's all
believing
about the
him?
shorts. I don't believe. So wait, when you go to the beach, what's on your feet? This is big right here.
Fucking toenails.
No, you go barefoot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm guessing socks and sandals.
Yeah, so was us.
I was gonna say the Air Jesuses. There's some,
Yeah, Jesus.
there's some Tevas,
And not slides. One with like the socks bunched between the little toe strap.
Birkenstocks.
Are you happy you came on tonight?
You having a good time? This is what I get all the
I was having a
time.
good time. I love this show.
Striped socks.
All right, Ginge, can you hear that sexy music playing in the background?
I can't in my head.
Hey, listen, man, you're a two-timer, and we talked about this. You got this game. You're gonna intro it. You're gonna rock the whole game. You ready to do it?
Ready.
You're batter up.
We're going to talk about a this or that, a yin or a yang, a peanut butter or jelly, right?
Yep.
Top or bottom? So I've got a couple top or bottoms here. I made them PBR related topics, and I figured you guys could go back and forth on these bad boys. Are you ready?
I think we are. We'll start with
Joe Maffei doing a little PBR puppetry over there.
Yeah. Combining games.
Dennis the intern, and we'll go from there.
All right, the first one I've got here is, and I can't promise they're excellent because I got a bunch of shows I do, so I just jotted down some stuff, but I did make them show-oriented, and the first one is top or bottom? What's in the box or top and bottom?
Oh, wow. That's a good question, man.
Wow, I feel like it's opened up some kind of weird parallel universe if I put top or bottom on top. But I think I'm gonna go with what's in the box. I think I like what's in the box. I think that's on top.
Okay.
Drum effect.
Top or bottom on top? It's the cornerstone of PBR.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do top or bottom on the top, and then what's in the box on the bottom.
It has to be that way, right? I mean, like, you guys nailed it. I mean, Dennis is such a dolt. We play what's in the box every like fourth or fifth show, but top or bottom is the cornerstone of PBR.
It's based on the guest.
But like me, what's in the box is like a very special guest every once in a while.
Number 2.
Have you guys played since there was the pizza cutter in the box?
No, I don't believe we have.
No, that broke the game.
The pizza cutter's right behind me. If you're watching on YouTube, everything that I've won in the box is behind me.
What do you tell you've won?
That I've won.
We tied on that pizza cutter.
But I still won.
That's right. You did.
I won too.
I actually don't think I won the yellow things either.
No, I think
Joe
Maffei
Maffei
Joe
won
won
that.
that.
Yeah, I won that.
And the little guy, I did win the little devil dude. That
Mobile ROM.
Mobile ROM. Anyway, if you're looking at the YouTube, you can see it behind me. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe we'll take a picture. Can we take a picture of that and put it up? Number 3. Sorry.
Number 2.
Number two.
Number 2, I've got Kanye or Cray Cray or Dennis the intern.
On the count of 3, everybody. 1, 2, 3.
They both
Kanye or Cray Cray. Dennis?
Kanye or Cray Cray. I like that game better than me.
Even Dennis hates Dennis.
Oh, yeah. Kanye definitely on top.
Okay, next one, of course, is Speakeasy Studios or Fast Lane Studios.
Well, since Dennis has never been allowed to Fast Lane Studios, I'm going to say the Speakeasy.
Oh, the Speakeasy's always on top.
Well, everybody, I'm Derek D from Fastlane Daily, and I tell you right now that I love the Fastlane Daily Studios.
Here's the deal. Fastlane Daily Studios is always on top.
You gotta be on top because you got a car and it's fast in the lane.
All day.
You gotta check out the YouTube if you wanna.
A, I don't sound like that. B, we do 2 different things. At the FLD was the OG. That's my original. So I'm going Fastlane Daily Studio on top, Speakeasy on the bottom. But hey, I love it here.
I'm gonna say Speakeasy as well because I love to be at home. But let's ask Bob Juman Senior Jr. what he thinks. Hey, Mushugada! It's gotta be the Fastlane Daily Mushugada Studios.
Why are you trying to cop a character?
I'm not. What are you talking about?
You're like his dad all of a sudden?
Yeah, Bob Schumann Jr.
He
Senior.
says Mashugana?
Mushugada. You just picking up on that now?
I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
Every time the goddamn man speaks, the first thing he does is a fist bump with Mushugada.
Well, all right.
Oh, what number we are?
I think we're on number 4. Number 4 is pregnant pauses or 60%.
Wow.
That might be the best question ever asked.
Pregnant pauses?
Or 60%.
Pregnant pauses?
Yeah.
Am I missing something?
Like you're breathing, and then you pause, and then you.
I don't breathe. Are you referring to me?
I think he's saying. I mean, if you're born after 1990.
I'm not born after 1990. All right, Dennis, go.
I'm going to go with 60%. I had a lot of fun with 60%.
Thank you.
Oh, I think the pregnant pauses have a lot of mileage left, so I'm putting that on top.
Gyrish on top.
It's Jitalian when you got him in it.
I don't really, I don't know, pauses on top, 60% of the bottom. I don't even pause that much.
I put 60% on top 40% of the time.
Makes no sense.
I know.
All right, I've got one more, but I did these backwards. So actually, the number 5 should have been number 4. So, Mike, you can punch me in the face later.
So this is the worst one.
It is. Well, no, I wouldn't say it's the worst one. It's just not PBR related. And I have this written down wrong because Mike and I were discussing this. So, Mike, you can jump in and help me out here. How did we have this? We had G.I. Joe and Cobra.
Or Cobra.
G.I. Joe or Cobra.
Right. To be fair, I think the discussion was Ginger and I were having a sidebar earlier today about when two things meet and cross-pollinate, and sometimes they cross-pollinate to defeat something else. And I said, like when G.I. Joe and Cobra fought the aliens.
And still nobody died.
And still no parachutes all open all the time, right?
Just laser fire going every which way, but on target.
Right? But and that show really jumped the shark when they had the Australians on the Wave Runners. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, that's where it happened.
Come on, here.
Derek's head just exploded. He's like, "What are they talking about?"
I don't remember that part.
What was I thought it jumped the shark when they got the Emperor. When they had you know what I'm talking about?
Are you really debating this?
I am. I want to get involved.
So anyway, the top or bottom, it turned out it's G.I. Joe or Cobra. Who's on top? Who's on bottom?
G.I. Joe's on top. Cobra's on the bottom. Go Joe.
Yeah, because knowing's half the battle.
Yo, Joe.
Voltron on top, He-Man on the bottom.
Yeah.
Which Voltron?
The OG.
Here's the thing.
Which one? The
way-
tigers or the cars?
The way that He-Man dresses, it looks like he's always on the bottom.
Yes.
Well done. G.I. Joe on top, Cobra on the bottom.
Voltron never had cars.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
no,
it
it was
did.
always
Yeah,
tigers.
it did. 5 cars became one of the parts that formed the 5 parts that went into the whole robot.
Yeah, there was a
No,
car.
th-
Get on
they
my
were-
level.
They were cats.
There was the Lions, and then there were 21 space vehicles. I think it was 21.
Boom.
Which
Boom.
one? The original one or
The original Voltron?
No, it's the Lions.
The originals from Planet Aris were the Lions.
Thank you. Okay,
Yes.
so
That's what I'm thinking.
Nothing else matters.
Did you ever watch?
It was like within a year the car one was out.
Yeah.
I had that big metal one you'd put together. That If I
Yeah.
had that still intact in a box.
What did Voltron fight?
Robeasts.
Man, see, look, that was good.
What,
That's a
did
good
he
ball.
fight?
Yeah, Robeasts.
Robeasts.
I would have
And
known
the
that,
thing
but you say it, I remember it.
Here's the thing. It's like, at what point does Keith, the leader, just go, all right, let's just form Voltron. Why do we got to screw around the Lions?
Yeah.
Like, really, I mean, you're going to... Pitch is going to get all screwed up, and Chunk is going to get... Or is it Hunk? I can't remember. Hunk or Chunk?
I think it was Chunk.
You're a lot deeper than I went.
And Mighty Morphin Power Rangers totally ganked Voltron idea, pretty much.
Yeah,
Well,
when
what
that
about
came
what
out.
about Pacific Rim, man?
Yeah.
that was great.
And robots punching monsters.
But wasn't
wins.
that Voltron?
No.
No.
that
No
was-
robots came together.
No, but
Ginger-
it was robots fighting monsters. It was, and I wasn't blown away by it. I think the 10-year-old me should have loved that movie, but there was something about it that I was just like, eh.
The robot picking up the tanker and using it like a bat. That was amazing.
Do you think they're going to come out with a Voltron movie?
Why haven't they?
I know.
Yeah, there's a script running around. Originally, it was written by Justin Marks, and I think they've had a few people attached to it since then. But for whatever reason, they can't get funding together to
Because
make a
J.J.
Voltron.
Abrams is busy.
That'd be
the only person
amazing.
who can
dude.
make that.
No, and what's his name? Transformers.
Oh, Michael
Michael
Bay
Bay.
would ruin it.
Boom.
Terrible.
But I mean,
Seriously, destroyed one of my favorite cartoons growing up
Oh,
as a kid.
Transformers.
Destroyed.
I don't think he destroyed it. I mean, the first one I thought was good. I thought no. I didn't mind him.
It just looked like
It was nothing as good as the cartoon.
No,
No.
it was almost too deep. When the robots were fighting, it just looked like somebody tipped over a junkyard and rolled it down a hill. You didn't know who was punching what.
Is it
Yeah,
lots
especially
going
when it
on?
transformed too.
That
That
was-
had too much going on.
And here's the thing, in the second one, the Decepticons transform into people. It's like
Yeah, that was fucking stupid.
yeah.
Tell him how you mad.
Pound girl sitting on Shia LaBeouf, shoving liquid oil tongue down him, and like she's not weighing 3,000 pounds on top of him.
That's true.
You said Shia LaBeouf and you got me
Sorry.
excited. I'm sorry.
You got Shia fans over there?
I haven't seen the most recent Transformers though.
It's too fast. That was my big contention with the Spider-Man as well. It was too fast. Like, slow it down, man. My eye couldn't keep up.
What do you mean?
You think all the old people are saying
The
that?
action scenes?
Yeah, I think the action scenes in Transformers, why a lot of people don't like it, is it's too fast.
It's too detailed and it's just too much of a mess.
A lot going on.
And you get a lot of this.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah, you gotta have
That's
that.
the one part he got right.
What's the last one, Ginge?
Explosions.
That was 5, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah,
word.
yep.
I don't know. I don't like when we outsource that. I'm not thinking I felt that one.
Really?
Yeah.
He did a bad job?
No, not a dentist job, but okay, a PBR level job.
Oh, okay. All right, so we should note to self, never again?
Yeah, I mean, if the minimum wasn't good enough, it wouldn't be the minimum. So thank you, Ginger.
Top or bottom, Megan Fox.
I think you wrote that in my review once.
I think I'm gonna have to fight this. I think I did an excellent job, and I would appreciate some appreciation.
I appreciate
Ginger,
you.
I
completely. I think you
appreciate
did a great job. I think
Thanks,
Joe
brother,
Maffei's
man.
an asshole.
Well done.
Thanks.
Joe, you've been riding the line for a while now, and we're gonna have to have a talk after the show.
I'm sorry.
Joe, what's with the hatred?
I'm not. I just call it like I see it. I mean, Dennis has got me on edge. I've had to do now a second show with him tonight,
I know.
and he sits right next to me and keeps touching my leg.
Let him finish that picture with he's running him over. So that way he's back on board. He's good. There we go.
That's right. And there's a rocket coming in the back, and then Derek's got like a little pony called Sam.
What?
Oh, if you're not watching
there.
YouTube right now, you need to. Okay, put that up again and describe what you are showing.
See, there's me in the car, and I got like the Stig helmet on, and I'm running over Derek, and he's pausing, and he's got a pony named Sam, and then there's rockets coming from behind us.
Why am I getting run over?
You're an adult, right?
Yes.
that's an adult
Well,
that did that.
That's questionable.
It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
And the donkey saying, "I'm Dee's donkey." Sorry.
D's donkey. I thought it was a horse named Sam. Sam Quintas. I'm riding Sam Quintas.
Why is
The horse
he,
is named Stan.
Oh, I thought you said Sam.
why is the
Emoji sense.
why is the horse named Stan?
I don't know. This is what I was thinking of when you guys were
You're my biggest
talking.
fan.
And
Stan.
the thing that really concerns me is how many thoughts went through your head that you didn't doodle. That was the winner.
Well, you've got to think of things to do, when we're round tabling things.
Like pay attention.
Yes.
I think you should give this drawing away to one of your patrons.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's a great idea,
Yeah.
man.
Yes, definitely.
Sign it. We'll all sign it or
How about
something.
a haiku about doodling?
Well, people hate haikus. We've established
I think
that,
everybody
right?
should draw something on it then.
Wait, how do we put this out right now? Let's put this out. So one of our patrons that's listening to the show early release, right? Because this will be out early release.
Right.
I signed my drawing.
The first person. How about this, guys? And I'm just thinking out loud here. The first patron on early release to tweet at the 6 people here right now. At M. Polano, at the Derek D, at Mumphy1, at Dennis the Intern, and at 7 Days of Geek. Right. The first person. the first person to tweet doodle. Hashtag doodle.
Hashtag doodle.
All right, well,
Hashtag
it'll be timestamped. There'll be no argument. We won't have to say who
That's
won.
pretty good.
Okay. First one to do that, we'll get this, and we'll all sign it.
We'll all sign it and do a little doodle.
Yeah. What do you think, Ginge?
I think it's an excellent idea, and I'm going to laugh my ass off if I'm tweeted before you guys.
No, we all have to be tweeted together. All 6 people
6.
have to be timestamped.
Yeah.
Hashtag doodle.
If we're not all on there, it's a disqualified entry.
There we go.
That is how you take lemons and make lemonade.
That's right. I never thought you guys paid attention to what I was drawing when I did this
That
stuff.
was
Wait,
fascinating.
do you do that every show? Because if you ever look at our
All the time.
if you
That's a
look at,
thing?
I'm sorry.
if you look at the behind the scenes shots of the Speakeasy Studio, there's no way, Joe, you can see what I'm doing, and
No.
there's no way I can see them clearly.
Yeah, you can't
but
see what
you
I'm
and
doing.
I have the Enterprise took a shit on the table. It's all technology
Right.
field, right? I can't see. I had no idea you did that.
Oh, last week Derek got abducted by aliens. It was really cool. He was in the beam and getting pulled up and spinning.
I love that. Also, this person is going to get this script of all scripts we have. This one says not doing this, top or bottom, ginger game, pick one. Like this is like the worst.
And it's got my
worst one
3
ever.
count Thursday notes crossed out and stuff like that on the top.
I can't doodle on this. I'll pass it to you if you want to, but I can't do it I'll do it after.
All right.
I can't do it while we're playing the game. So, Ginge, what's up, man? What is your favorite podcast that you're a part of, man? Because you're a part of so many.
I would say 7 Days of Geek.
Yeah, that's that's the flagship, right?
Yeah, I would consider that the flagship. But I'm back into 101, and I'm really enjoying it. I love doing the interviews.
That's my favorite show, man. I love listening to it.
Mine too.
There's there's not one I haven't gone all the way to the end to, and that I haven't learned.
Really appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
It's weird how we all go about doing the same thing just a little bit differently.
Yeah, and that was sort of the point of the show. Is I wanted to make it so, like, if people wanted to create a comedy show, I brought in guests from different genres of podcasts, so it would be a little bit easier for them to relate to as well.
Do you find just since you and I have become friends and we kind of run in amongst the same people, I guess, in podcasting, we have friends in common. Do you find it interesting the different, I guess, styles between, say, Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks are in California, right? Northern
Right.
California. You're in Central. You're in Minnesota, right? Or and we're on the East Coast in Jersey. Do you find like it hard to kind of tag onto the way different shows operate when you go on them or when you have people on? Or you know what I'm saying? Like we're completely different people, but even though we're doing the same thing.
What do you mean tag onto? Like try to put myself in their formula of a show.
No, not put yourself in the formula, but kind of attach yourself to the vernacular. Like when you and I text back and forth, and I call you a dickhead. I think the first time I did that, you probably were offended.
No, not at all.
You weren't, so you got it.
No, I've listened to you enough to know that. I figured if you were texting with me, you were fucking with me. I didn't think you were going to waste your time just calling me out like we're done, buddy. We were texting back and forth earlier, and what did I write? I wrote something. You called me a dick. I said, "You get me," and then he writes back, "You complete me."
That's weird.
You know what's weird is that he doesn't text from a phone. Like he has no phone number.
Oh, here we go.
How does he text?
Text
you?
from a email.
Yeah.
That happens to you sometimes.
But that's only because I'm on an iPhone, and if I don't have if I have a weird service, it'll pick up a Wi-Fi signal and send you from my email automatically. When Ginger and I text back, this is how it shows up. Look at the top. I won't show it to the world, but see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it's his email address.
Yeah, it's like.
yeah.
But that's from a phone, Jay.
Yes, I have an iPhone. I just don't have it on anymore. I was paying for 4 iPhones, and it was killing me. I got 2 daughters that want to be, well, they are teenagers now, but over a year ago, they were, it was costing me a fortune. So I said, I just wiped the bill right out. Done.
Dennis, chill out.
Really? So your daughters don't have like data plans and iPhones and all that kind of stuff?
No, well, they all have their phones still.
Right.
They just use Wi-Fi and whatnot. Nope, I don't pay for them. And they weren't using the phone anyways. Like I'm paying $70-something a month for each of their phones, and all they did was text or write something. They got like an instant message app. They weren't even using the damn iMessage on the phone anyway. So like, why am I paying for all this money for you guys? Like I used to say to them all the time, you guys know there's like a phone on there. You can call your friends and talk to them because it take you 9 hours to have a text conversation, or you can pick up the phone for 5 minutes and you're through that conversation. And they'd rather just sit there.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so I just shut it off.
Oh man, that's crazy. A lot of Europeans do that. It's a huge thing over in Europe to extend your Wi-Fi network to like long lengths. I think we talked about on the show how I talked about how they're putting Wi-Fi repeaters on sheep in farmlands so they can like go out into the fields.
Bullshit.
100% true.
That's crazy.
And they're repeating back to households and stuff, so like the whole like farmland is Wi-Fi enabled, so they don't have to have actually cell phone plans.
Can Sydney Lesperance please fact check that? Come on.
It's on CNET.
There's I can't remember what city it is, but a few years ago they were putting like Wi-Fi packs or whatever on homeless people.
Yeah, it's
So
great.
that way the downtown area of whatever city it was you were basically a internet zone.
I hope they were paying. Were they paying the homeless people or giving them something?
But it was pretty funny.
They covered it in newspaper.
That's crazy, man. How long until the whole world is a Wi-Fi signal?
Well, we have to find a bird that lives a long time, and
Well,
then just
right now-
attach something to them.
Right now, like Facebook and Google, they're throwing drones and some type of balloons up in the like world countries right now, and they're giving free Wi-Fi to these countries because like education's a big thing that it can get you out of that third world poverty type thing. So they're giving like, of course they can't afford it, so it's all free, but we still have to pay for it. But I think eventually it'll just be everywhere.
And it's kind of scary, right?
Yeah, that's pretty nuts when you think about it.
I'm still stuck on hotspot sheep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bah.
I don't know. I thought like if you have Wi-Fi everywhere, doesn't it ultimately put the cell signal, the phone companies out of business, though, right? Isn't that a huge competition there?
Absolutely, but eventually those wireless signals have to meet wires to get other places.
So
I
you're
mean,
still-
the world can't just be wirelessly connected. It has to have wires somewhere to repeat signals and strengthen signals and things like that. So they have to go through some sort of infrastructure. So they'll find ways to make money.
They always do.
They always do.
That's true.
Ginger, we're gonna play a little game. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, this game is called Rehashing Your Hashtag. So essentially, we went back and stalked your Twitter, and we're going to read to you a couple of your tweets from back in the Dizzle, and you're going to tell us what the hell were you thinking.
I don't know because I create hashtags just to be weird, so this is going to be interesting.
All right, number one on March 17th, 2015 at 12:19 a.m. at 7 Days of Geek said, I'd look like I was a 14 milliseconds from blowing an O-ring out, too, if I was mere inches away from the Joker. Hashtag done soiling my bat underoos.
Is that the Joker referring to
Which Joker?
the?
I think he's referring to the Joker from the Batman.
Which one?
Hence why he soiled his bat underoos.
Right.
But I'm asking...
I can't remember what the hell I was referring to in that conversation. I mean, obviously it sort of spells it out right there.
Not
but,
in Gotham, right? The new Gotham.
Oh no, it was what the hell was
That
it?
show's terrible, by
Not
the way.
Heath
Oh, I
Ledger.
love it.
I think people who aren't Batman fans love Gotham.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say I love it, but I do enjoy it. The Bruce Wayne kid I want to punch him in the face, but no, the rest is all right. I
Really?
dig it.
It's not bad enough
all
his
right.
parents got killed. You have
Just-
to punch him in
I
the
know
face.
It's like I know where the show's gonna go. You know, as cool as Jim Gordon is now, he's gonna fail.
Yeah, you know, whatever.
If he did a better job, then we don't need Batman.
Very true.
Come on, you know, it's a prequel.
On March 18th, 2015 at 2:57 p.m. at 7 Days the Geek said, bumping Alanis Morissette songs with TK1. Hashtag, took me out to the wine and dine in 69, but didn't hear a damn word he said. That's a long hashtag, bro.
There was no TK1 in that tweet.
I call bullshit. Matter of fact, anyone who wants to go look at 7 Days of Geek at March 18th at 2015
We're
at
on that right now,
2:57
I
p.m.
bet.
Traffic jam when you're already late.
I wrote TK1.
You did. You said Alanis Morissette songs with TK1.
I don't remember him even being there when I was listening to that, but okay. So what are you asking? What was my meaning behind the hashtag?
Yeah.
What was the hashtag?
The hashtag was, Derek.
Oh, the hashtag was to Alanis.
Wait, hold on. Let me have Derek read it back to you.
It was hashtag take me out to wine dine 69 me, but didn't hear me a damn word I said. Didn't
And
hear
then I said something about that's why I got a podcast, so 140 something countries can hear me. Alanis.
Did she tweet at you or something?
No, I was just talking to her from the song.
And what song were you listening to?
Whatever song is took me out to wine dine 69 me. Didn't hear a damn word like I said. What song is that? I See Right Through You? Is that the name of it?
Oh.
April 21st, 2015 at 9:42 a.m. I would never call it this, but some refer to it as Popliteal Fossa?
Popliteal Fossa?
Damn educated people. Hashtag thanks Google.
Oh, that's on Dark Angels of Pretty Freaks. They were talking about the back of the knee. They wanted to know what the name of it was. Like the armpit was, what's the name of the back of the knee? So I Googled it and looked it up, and that's what it's called.
That's what it is?
It's not a knee pit.
Popliteal Fossa?
Yeah, do we have to give everything a name? Can it just be the back of the knee?
Do we have to write that on a script and give it to a guy who has a speech impediment?
Exactly.
I mean,
Well, we got a guy coming on later with like a lisp. We're gonna have him say Slurpee.
How about another hashtag game? Write words that you want to hear Mike say.
that's a dumb game. You're fired.
Anybody's name.
We'll see if I'm fired after this.
Funny thing is, too,
I don't want to hear that.
the funny thing is, too, you can't say back knee because that's just
that's-
Back knee's totally
back
different.
knee's like pimples on your back,
Yeah.
gross.
On April 16th, 2015 at 8:27 a.m. Found these cardboard pieces in my hashtag Frosted Flakes. Upon further inspection, not sure I like the message. Hashtag Kellogg's WTF.
Did you see the picture that went along with that?
No, man, what was it?
There were these little cardboard shreds as I poured my bowl. I was like, why do I have cardboard shreds in my bowl of cereal? So I start picking them up, and as I'm looking at them, excuse me, on one side of them there were little notes written. Like one said "die," another one said
Jesus.
there was 4 of them, and they all were like relatively not nice things for like. I didn't want to pour milk in my bowl and eat some Frosted Flakes. I'll tell you that.
I'm
that
putting
like-
notes in my son's cereal tonight.
Is that like a game or something from Kellogg's for Frosted Flakes?
Yeah, those are prizes.
Yeah, but no, but like if it's cardboard or something, was it from the cereal? Like the company did it?
They were like the little shreds from like the box, like when they cut the box, it looked like, because they weren't just like cardboard from anywhere. They had like the blue and white on pieces, so it matched the box.
And they said,
it's like, I don't know if the people on the line got bored and were drawing things, or maybe my kids were in the box the night before. But this was a brand new box of cereal.
You opened the top and that's what came out.
The top was opened.
Oh,
but
so your kids got into it.
yeah, I asked them because I still have the bowl sitting upstairs.
There seems to be an element of danger in your home.
That's a lawsuit right there. You actually chop on one of those.
I mean, after listening to him, I was going to say the cardboard pieces are Frosted Flakes, man.
Yeah.
Get in there.
That's
We're
crazy,
gonna
man.
get sued.
What's the craziest thing that you've opened and found something in that shouldn't have been there?
I opened up a jar of marinated artichokes and I found bits of glass. Not like little, like we're talking like
Shards?
a shard of glass.
You almost sliced up your mouth?
almost sliced up my mouth, but
Wow.
not in a good Gianni's way.
Joe Maffei, you ever find anything weird?
I have this really terrible habit at looking at everything I eat, so I've never actually put something really bad into my mouth.
You liar.
It's true. My wife hates me when I do it.
I don't know. I can't think of something offhand. Mike?
I do have some. One time in my life, I poured a bowl of Raisin Bran,
Gross raisins.
right? Then I poured the milk in it, and then I distinctly remember my dad yelling at me to take out the trash. So I did, right? And when I came back in, I hadn't taken a bite yet. Normally, I'm like right in that shit. I hadn't taken a bite yet. Take out the trash, right? I go to scoop that first scoop, and I look. Maggots, bro. A full bowl full of maggots.
Great source of protein. Your dad hooked you up.
Well,
that's awful.
yeah.
That's gross.
Now he lives in his car, but that's a whole different story.
Well, he did you a solid. At least he set you out there.
Oh, man. I can't think of one. I'm sure there's something, but not offhand.
You never had a box of Maggotos?
Never Maggotos.
We're all just gonna be silent until you. Guys, this is.
So wait, you open something and then it's unexpected. What's there?
There's like a toe in your cereal.
Mr. White, listen, bitch.
Hey, Mr. White.
You sound like an old man. No, I don't want to go.
Who sounds like an old man now?
No.
No, Derek, seriously, have you ever opened anything? Take your time.
And something was there that you didn't want.
Yeah, take
wasn't
your
expected.
Take your time.
No, I have one, but it's a little vulgar.
No, come on, tell us what happened. Does it? Oh man!
Did you have a crying? Did you have like a crying game?
Is it a cry? I was so going for crying game.
Oh, I didn't see the crying game, but are you talking about
The old
Test the
switcheroo.
waters before.
Are you? Oh, you are talking about that. What
You're
was
getting
there?
red.
What was there?
Am I really?
Yeah,
What was there?
She have a little something?
No, just.
Oh wait, did she have a?
friend.
Whoa, all right, so you're hooking up with a girl.
Right.
You're a little tipsy. It's a Friday night, so maybe you actually had a beer.
You're just having fun.
You're just having a good time, right? So you bat around the bunny a little bit. You're not trying to hurt the bunny.
No.
You're like this bear, man, with claws and fangs, and she's just like a bunny. You're not trying to hurt the bunny. You're just batting around a little bit.
Beating up the
You got
bunny.
these
Beating up the
claws.
bunny. You got these claws.
And
Big
claws.
freaking claws.
Big claws and fangs, and it's just a little bunny.
But the bear's
it's just a little bunny.
The bunny's scared.
The bunny's terrified of you
Yeah.
because you're this big fucking bear, man. You're a big bear.
I don't
and
know
what
what
you do is you go to pet the bunny and you realize it's not a bunny.
No.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Are you
Something's funny
kidding
with
me?
the bunny.
Gross.
Eater.
No, I was saying. You didn't expect
That's
that.
really anticlimactic.
Hey, man. In the moment, you're like, oh.
So Ginger, in the year 2050, you're sitting back in that, surrounded by kids and grandkids, and hopefully
100 of them.
not. Well, I forgot. I didn't want to go there.
2050.
You're gonna be. How old will you be in 2050?
I was born in 77, so what will I be? I'll be, 50, 60?
Joe Maffei?
I'm not even thinking. I'm about to think of my new drawing.
He was about to draw. The page is turned.
Wait, draw on this.
I was thinking about. No, I was going to draw with Derek and his girl.
No, but draw on this.
No, that needs a fresh
It's gotta go on this. No, it's go. Put on the back.
That's it. I'm not drawing now. You've ruined the art.
That's going to the winner.
No, this is we need to
I
know.
want to look at this though.
So in the year 2050, you're old as shit because we're all dumb, and you're sitting back and you're looking at.
Math is hard. You're old.
You're 73 years old,
73.
and we're looking at cross pollination, man, in any form of media, in any form of industry. What do you think it will look like then? Do you think it'll be more accepted, or you think it'll still be looked upon like the way Stern looks at it now and not positive?
For podcasting?
No, I'm talking about in just the theory of.
Yeah, I think it's something that should be picked up by anything. And I think maybe the phrase is new, but I mean, there's like crossovers in comic books, crossovers in TV shows. I think it should be more. It should be done more. The problem is I think that when you create businesses, lawyers get involved. But as a process, yeah, I think that it should be used much more, and hopefully will be in the future.
I agree with him. Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you think like it's almost too much right now? And I'm talking about in mainstream media, like the Avengers and all of these movies that are kind of piggybacking on one another and cross pollinating. Does it get to be too much? Like, how many superheroes can you have in one movie, dude?
As many as you can fit in, right?
Well, it's like Marvel right. It's always been an issue. There's been too many heroes, too many villains, but Marvel's coming at it from a different angle where And rather than have all those heroes in a movie, which is what they're doing with the Avengers, but they each have their own separate stories that all tie together.
Yeah.
And now that platform is on television. That platform is in movies. It's now online. I mean, they're going to probably have a companion podcast sooner or later.
Right.
Thor's podcast is dope.
I think it also comes down to as long as they do it right. They don't just do it right. Like get the story right.
Love the character first and then tell their story.
Do right by the character.
Should they make it right?
I think they should do right by.
It should be right.
It should be right.
Like if you're gonna do it, it's got to be right and written.
What's the one word I would use to describe the way to do it?
Right?
Right.
It's got to be done right.
It's got to be done right.
Should we do it left?
No.
Left is wrong.
Left is wrong.
You got to go right.
Okay.
You got to go right.
You know what I mean?
Hey man,
You got to go right up there.
I mean, hey, at the Derek D hashtag
3 rights,
Right.
make a
right.
left.
Do it right.
Do it right.
Hashtag do it right.
Hashtag
slap
do it right.
at that Derek D right in the face with a hashtag do it right.
Do it right. Right?
Absolutely.
Am I right?
Correct.
You can't do it left.
Can't do it left.
Ginger, man, thank you so much for coming on, bro. We love having you on. You're great, man. Tell us where we can find all your stuff.
Easiest place to find it right now is 7daysofgeek.net. It's the number 7daysofgeek.net. But in the future, all you people who go back and listen to all the PBR episodes, there will be a monkeypoostudios.com as well. So everything that I do will be based off of that website.
Dennis the Intern.
Find me on Twitter, Dennis the Intern.
Joe Maffei.
I want to give a special shout out to the Mayor of Bad News. That single got released a couple weeks back, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, nice. Shout out to Max and 7daysofgeek.com. Right?
No. Woo. No.
Let me know.
Is that the website?
.net.
Oh, .net.
Yeah.
.net.
Dick.
.net. Okay, DerekD.com.
You did it wrong. No.
Doing it wrong.
So check Tuesdays. Tuesdays, you're gonna find the new PBR videos on our YouTube channel. So check them out. We got a lot of fun stuff coming. We hope you like it. You can find us on the web, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Give us some love. We would love you back. Peace.
Later.